everyone, and happy Thursday as you're watching this. It's actually Monday morning for me here, and oh my word, it is the frostiest, chilliest, most autumnal morning that there could be. I struggled so much getting out of bed this morning. I think mainly because it was really chilly, but also because wowee, is it dark in the mornings at the moment. I forget just how like dark it is in the mornings before the clocks go, is it back? When do the clocks go back actually? I feel like it must be soon. Sunday the 31st, so they will be going back literally in a few days from when you watch this, almost just under a week for me. But oh my word, I really struggled to get up. And I have a Lumi light as well, which I rely on so heavily in winter, and even then I really struggled to get out of bed this morning. But I'm now up, I'm dressed, I'm currently in the process of being caffeinated and having my morning coffee, which, let me tell you, is tasting really good this morning. But we're starting this video in this room this morning because it is the lightest room in the house. This is the room that gets the most light in the mornings, or like first thing. It is so dark in the rest of the flat at the moment, and I always love / hate how it doesn't show up as much on camera. Like, it looks a lot lighter on camera than it actually is right now. It is feeling very dark, very grey, and very autumnal, which I'm not hating that it's feeling really autumnal, because it means that I can get all cozy. I'm wearing my favourite knits. I can get all like snuggly under blankets, but just the darkness, oh my word, I struggle with so much. But how have you guys been? How has your week been going? I had the loveliest little weekend with Alex. We just like popped into town, did a little bit of shopping. I have a few things to show you guys in today's video, but I wanted to start this video with a little bit of a luxury unboxing, and I'm so excited to let you know that this little section of the video is a paid for integrated partnership with Watches Of. Now, I have a new watch that I am going to be unboxing it with you guys today. Now, Watches Of are a one-stop shop with so many different brands and designers of watches, and if you guys have been following along for a little while, you'll know I'm really wanting to like upgrade my kind of like everyday jewellery collection with a really stunning watch. And I feel like that's just something that's been kind of like missing from my collection. You guys will know that I have like a bit of a daily stack that I like to go for, and I feel like I really have been missing a really classic and timeless watch from my collection and like my everyday jewellery kind of a stack. So I'm so excited to be working with Watches Of on this little section of the video. They honestly have just the easiest to use website, like with the best filters, so that you can go through all the different designers, and you can literally go from like the top end designers to more like unique special pieces. But I'm so excited to be unboxing a new Olivia Burton watch. Now, it's actually coming up to Halloween now. We're only a few days till Halloween, and Watches Of have a really big Halloween sale that's going on, which I'm so excited about. So if you guys want to also pick up your own little watch, maybe it could be like a treat for someone else, maybe a Christmas present that you're looking to get, or upgrading your own stack like I am and treating yourself, now is the perfect time to do so. And especially I feel like with the Olivia Burton collection, because we'll get into it once I unbox it, but I feel like Olivia Burton is so perfect for us petite girls in particular, and I'm really excited that they have launched on Watches Of. So make sure to use the code ELLIE20 to get 20% off on Watches Of. I will leave it down below in the description box, as well as leaving it on screen. I will link below the exact watch that I've picked up, as well as just leaving below the link to Watches Of. Make sure to go through that link and use the code ELLIE20 to get the discount. But are we ready for this unboxing? Because I'm so excited. Can we just appreciate the stunning packaging? Honestly, I just love the packaging, the experience on Watches Of, and I adore the Olivia Burton branding. It's just so gorgeous. But oh my word, I'm so in love with this. So I have picked myself up the most stunning Olivia Burton like rose goldy watch. It is just gorgeous. Now, I was saying about how Olivia Burton is perfect for us petite girls, and I think one of the big reasons for that is Olivia Burton do like smaller, more delicate watches really well. I wanted to add in a new watch to my collection, but I didn't want it to be too like bulky, too androgynous, too big on my wrist, because obviously I have very small wrists being a petite girl, and it's something I have struggled with in the past when it's come to watches. But I just love the fact that Olivia Burton has such a gorgeous collection of just like really dainty and elegant watches. Like, look at how kind of tiny that is. That's not going to be like bulky on your wrist. It's not going to detract from your other jewellery, which I really, really love. So let's get this baby on. I am literally so obsessed with her. Oh, she's absolutely gorgeous. So as you can see, I picked up this really stunning like rose gold Olivia Burton watch with the really classic B inside, which I really, really love. And it's got this like sparkly watch face, which I think is going to be so perfect for like November, December, the party season. I feel like it's a really nice way of adding something a bit more timeless and elegant with still a bit of an edge, a bit of a sparkle. I really, really love it. And as you can see, I just added it with my original stack that I already have. You guys know I'm never against mixing my metals. I love having a mixture of metals, and I think the rose gold looks so nice next to the silver and gold. It is a really great way just to like elevate your stack, add in something really timeless and really classic. And as I said, I love how dainty it is. Like, the Olivia Burton watches are so dainty and so perfect for us little petite wrists. I was so worried about, you know, in the past having watches that have been way too big and way too bulky, but this really is just the perfect little elegant piece to add to my stack. And what's even more exciting is that if you have been able to treat yourself to a new little beauty with my code Ellie20 and get yourself the amazing 20% off, you can actually enter into a giveaway that Watches Of are hosting. So upload a photo onto Instagram, tag Watches Of, and use the hashtag #MyWatchesOf, and you can be in a chance of winning. I will leave lots more info down below in the description box if you have any questions. Make sure to tag me in some of your posts as well, because I want to see what watches you have picked up, what designer you personally prefer. As I said, there's so many different designers, from like really gorgeous classic designers to some really unique individual pieces. So tag me as well, because I want to see what watches you pick up. Don't forget to use my discount code and head over to Watches Of to get yourself a new timeless little beauty like myself. I've just realised I haven't actually put any perfume on today, which I can't believe I forgot. So I think I'm just going to put on my favourite Jo Malone Yellow Hibiscus. This is like my everyday perfume, which I really, really like. And yes, I am going to be spraying it over clothes and over jewellery. And I know that that's really bad, but you know what? Don't come for me. This morning as well, actually, I put on, sorry, I keep blocking my face out. I put on a new bronze this morning, and I'm kind of loving it. It was the Dior, I can't remember what it's called, the Dior Forever bronzer? I can't remember, but I put a bit of that on. And I actually put a little bit of blush on today, which I literally never wear blush. And I'm kind of loving the like little pop of pink. And I use the Hourglass blush, so I'll link those both down below, because I'm really loving. I think they're just a little bit more natural, and I think it just kind of works a bit better for my like autumnal wintry makeup rather than the Chanel Tender Just Chanel. I think that was just getting a little bit too much. So I'm really loving the more kind of like subtle bronzy look today. So this is the bronzer in question that we used today. It is so beautiful. Let me open it up for you. Absolutely stunning, very like natural bronzy. It literally doesn't even look like I've touched this, can you? But I swear I used it this morning. And it is in the shade 03 soft bronze, which I think is great if you're like me, where you, especially if you have just like a little bit of a fake tan, or you're just like a little bit bronzier than you normally are, but you don't want to be full on like summer bronze. I think this is such a lovely shade. And just look at that packaging. I mean, talk about luxury. It is so beautiful. And then in terms of the Hourglass one, hello, it's me. This is the Hourglass one that I used. So difficult to open one handed. There we go. This is an old one, so please don't excuse how messy it is, but this is actually the like bronzing and like face palette that I used to use last winter, so I thought I'd bring it back out. And I used this blush here in the corner. It's a very pinky blush. It is in the shade, I think that's Iridescent Strobe Light. I'm not entirely sure, but it is basically the iridescent palette. I'll link it down below for you guys. It's so gorgeous. Alex got it as a Christmas present for me last year, which was so lovely of him, and I really have gotten the use out of. And I actually use, what did I use on my eyes? I used this in the middle of my eyes today, which I really like, 'cause it's very natural. I really like using face powders instead of eyeshadow sometimes, because it's just a little bit less heavy on my eyes, and as you guys know, my eyes don't always like a lot of like eyeshadow and stuff, so I really liked this one on my eyes, and then this in the inner corner. It's so beautiful. I absolutely adore this palette. I also realised I haven't shown you my new nails yet. I got my nails done last week and I absolutely adore them. As you can see, they're a lot more like natural than they were before, and I'm so annoyed with myself that I forgot to write down the name of the polish, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was called. So it's from a brand called Gel, and normally we go for like the branding shellac or the branding CND. So when they brought it out, I was like, it's definitely not the like powder gel. They were like, no, it is shellac gel nail polish. So I'm so happy with it because it's a lot more like translucent. Like I know that a lot of the kind of normal colours throughout shellac, it's very thick and very kind of block colour, so I really liked this for something a little bit different because it's just very natural and just like really just looks so natural. I absolutely adore it. Bless them, they did do 3 coats because they did say to me it's a very natural colour, but I just love how it looks. I'm so happy with it. I think that's the perfect nudie, translucent-y, subtle gel nail polish I've ever had in my life, and I'm obsessed with it. So if there's one thing that you guys have probably guessed about me by now, is that I am very impartial to a good old roll neck. I absolutely adore roll necks. I just find them so flattering, so easy to wear, so timeless. I especially love them with like my shorter hair. I think it really works well with the shorter hair. You can see I've put my watch on the outer bit of my jumper now, just because I think it's really nice to show it off as a bit more of like a feature piece. But yeah, I've been loving roll necks, and as I said, Alex and I popped into town at the weekend and we were walking past H&M, and I thought, you know what, I really want to add in a few more roll necks into my collection. So I picked up a couple more like basics, and you can also see down there that there is a Zara bag of a few pieces that I wanted to show you. So I thought we could do a little H&M and Zara haul. It's just a mini one of a few pieces I picked up. I may as well just call it a roll neck haul because it's just some really gorgeous like basic timeless roll necks I'm adding into my wardrobe. But I'm so excited to have picked them up because, as you can tell, I wear them a lot. I really love them. I find them so timeless, so classic, and I feel like everyone needs a good roll neck collection in their wardrobe. So I think I'm going to start with H&M because I picked up a few more pieces from H&M than I did Zara. But honestly guys, so many gorgeous pieces. I will link them down below in the description box. We will be doing this as a try on, don't you worry. And I will also leave the sizes. I believe I picked everything up in a medium, but the sizes will be down below in the description box as well, just in case. Now first up, I couldn't resist a ribbed roll neck. Now when I say roll neck, not all of these are actual roll necks. Some of them are kind of these like mock turtleneck style, and I know I've spoken about this quite a lot here on my channel about like the struggles of being a petite girl and finding like decent roll necks, decent turtlenecks, things that don't like take over your neck. So all of these items are great ones that either fold down nicely. I'll usually fold my roll necks twice, which is something that I know a lot of people don't do, but I personally fold them twice because I find that it still gives me that really nice like rolled, kind of rolled over, like really cozy vibe without taking up like too much of my neck, without the like roll coming right up to my chin. But this is more of like a mock turtleneck, which I really like. I think it's a great way to have that like roll neck vibe without being too much. If you're someone that gets claustrophobic easily, these are the kind of jumpers for you. And when I saw this, I just thought that is so perfect. I have that white roll neck that I've had in my wardrobe for a really long time, but it's starting to grey a little bit. I maybe haven't been as careful with washing it as I probably could have been. Then again, it has been in my wardrobe for about 3 years, so I feel like I've done well to keep it for that long. So I feel like it's time for an upgrade, it's time for an update. And when I saw that this was like a ribbed, really like soft, stretchy fabric, I just thought that is the perfect item to update it with. So I'm really excited to have added this into my wardrobe. I feel like I'm going to get so much wear out of it because there is nothing more classic than a white roll neck jumper. Now I hope you don't mind, but I am going to be tucking all of these in just because that is how I personally like to wear my roll necks, with a nice pair of like high-waisted trousers tucked in. I think they look really seamless and really classic. I love this white ribbed roll neck. I feel like you can see the ribbing really well in this lighting, which makes me very happy. I think I picked this up in a large actually, just because I wanted it to be a bit loose, and I quite like it because it means that the collar is nice and loose around my neck, although I don't know why it's like, it's got a little weird lip there. Not really sure what's going on with that, but I love the fit of it. It's so beautiful. It's a very stretchy jumper, so you could easily size down, you could easily size up. This is one of those jumpers where it's almost like a one size fits all, like it doesn't really matter what size you pick it up in, but I love how it looks just tucked into a pair of high-waisted trousers like this. So gorgeous. Great workwear as well, just really simple but like really classic and elegant. I absolutely love how it looks, and I feel like a white roll neck is one of those items that everyone needs in their wardrobe. It's so timeless, so classic, and such a staple autumn winter piece. Next up I picked up a grey. Now this is like slightly different. They actually had a really great section in H&M of just these like really classic basic jumpers. I think they called them like basic knits or something, and it was like in a section. But what I will do is I will see if I can find it is in like the online version and link that down below for you guys, because they had these roll necks in so many different colours. So I feel like it is the perfect one-stop shop for like your basic autumnal roll necks. But if you watch my latest ASOS haul, you would have seen that I picked up that gorgeous grey and other stories jumper, and I fell in love with it, and actually so many of you guys did too. And I feel like grey is maybe a colour that I haven't like dabbled in as much, and I don't really have in my wardrobe, so I thought a grey roll neck is a great one to add in. Now I do find grey a little bit trickier to style than maybe like my beiges and my neutrals. A lot of the neutrals that are in my wardrobe are very warm in tone, and so I do sometimes find that grey can be a little bit difficult because it's a very cool tone neutral. However, if you've got lots of blacks and whites in your wardrobe, you will be a-okay. I feel like grey goes so well with blacks and whites, and it looks really gorgeous and really timeless and classic. I think it's very workwear appropriate as well. I wore this gorgeous like black and white with like a grey jumper outfit. I think it might have already gone on my Instagram by this point, by the time the video goes live, and so many of you guys loved it and saved it and said you're going to wear that to work on Monday, which I really loved. And I feel like grey is just such a great colour to add into your wardrobe, so I'm so excited about this one, and I'm really excited to get a little bit more wear out of my grey items. Now, obviously this is not a colour combo that I would really go for with this jumper, but in all honesty, I just couldn't be bothered to change my trousers. I think this tucked into a pair of black or white jeans, or like black or white, you know, kind of like these smarter trousers, is gorgeous. But I just love the fit of this. It's so beaut. It's really thin actually, which is quite nice because it means you can layer it up in winter, and then in autumn it's perfect as is. So I really like it. And of course the turtleneck fits so nicely. It comes up and it's just like very snuggly without being too much. I don't feel claustrophobic. I don't feel like I have to like fold it over or roll it over or try and get it away from my face. It's just a very nice and snug fit, so it looks really lovely. And then you can always like layer up a bit of jewellery. My jewellery's just tucked in at the moment, but you can always layer up a bit, just kind of add a bit more something to it. But I just think it looks so nice, especially with shorter hair. I know so many of you guys have been messaging me saying I'm persuading you to get short hair, and guys, take this as your sign. Do it. Cut your hair. I absolutely love how it looks, and I just think these kind of roll necks are so perfect for this hairstyle. Looks so timeless, so classic. I feel like you need to take a shot every time I say those words. Please don't. You will get so drunk so quickly, but I just absolutely adore them. And then maybe if grey isn't quite your colour, this is really gorgeous, like mauvey, browny, neutrally colour. I don't know how to describe this colour other than it is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, and I think it's a great warm toned greyish colour. Does that make any sense? I don't know if it does, but again, it was from that same kind of like basic collection. As I said, there were so many different colours. I saw a really gorgeous like camely colour. They didn't have it in my size, unfortunately. I think they only had like an extra small, which I was like, I'm never getting into that extra small, so I picked this one up instead, and I thought this is really lovely. You guys know I love my like brownie tones at the moment. I think they're very flattering. They're really like autumnal, really timeless and classic, and very gorgeous against any skin tone. I've not found a single skin tone that doesn't suit these like brownie tones. I think they're just stunning. I think this maybe start up with these trousers and maybe like a white or cream roll neck just thrown over my shoulders, or like a beige blazer. I think would just look so gorgeous, so tonal and so autumnal. If ever I saw a more perfect colour combo for a little autumnal outfit, it is this one. This is so cute. I love how these look together. I think they are so gorgeous. I really love the like mauvey colour, and of course the really perfect turtleneck. It's funny how when I hold it up on camera it doesn't look that high, always looks higher when I put it on, and that's when you realise just how short my neck actually is. I just absolutely adore this one. I think this is a really gorgeous autumnal colour. A great way to add a little bit more like tonal styling into your wardrobe, without going like too ham. If you're maybe not someone that wants to go for like full on oranges and browns, I think this is a very tonal and autumnal look without being too much. So it's really, really cute. And then the last item that I picked up from H&M, now I know the rest of them have been very like similar to what I'm wearing, these kind of tight roll neck, very basic jumpers, a little bit thinner, but I have added something much thicker and much more winter appropriate into my wardrobe, seeing as though we are so close to November now, and I feel like as soon as we hit November, like that's winter for me. Like that's no longer autumn, that is full on winter. So I feel like it's time to start updating my wardrobe ready for the really chilly months. And when I saw this jumper, I fell in love. It's this really gorgeous, really oversized thick cream roll neck. Now this is going to be one that I think is going to come up quite high on my neck, but I'm going to do the trick where I roll it down a couple of times, I pull it away, and it won't be too much on me. I really do find that as long as you kind of like get that roll right, it can still be very comfortable and very flattering, and I'm so excited to have added this into my wardrobe. I can think of so many ways that I'm going to wear it up, maybe just like as is with leather look leggings tucked into trousers. I can do the bra trick. I feel like these kinds of just like cream roll necks are so timeless and so classic. These are the kind of things that you bring out of your wardrobe every single winter because they just never date. They never go out of style. They are the opposite of a trend piece. They are just the most timeless and classic item you can have in your winter wardrobe. And I'm so excited that I've now updated mine and added this into mine. Well, if this isn't the coziest, snuggliest knit I have ever tried on in my life, then I don't know what is. Now I did say it was very, look at that colour, like it's very, very high. So what I do is I basically just fold it down again. It's very hard to do one-handed, hang on. There we go. I fold it down again, and then it still has the roll neck illusion whilst being a lot further away from your face. You have a little bit more room around your neck, but you're still nice and cozy, and it's just, I feel like it's a lot better like that. So yeah, I've just done the bra trick just to tuck it up so that it's not like bulging out of these trousers. That's the one thing about these thicker roll necks, is you can't just like tuck them into trousers like I did with all of the others, because they are a lot thicker and it means that you do get a bit of a bulge. But as long as you know how to do the bra trick, which basically is just tuck it up into your bra, it doesn't matter if you have an underwire or a bralette or a balcony bra, like it works with any kind of bra, you just tuck it in, and then it gives a nice kind of like cropped, tucked in illusion, which I really, really like. I love the fit of it. It's really nice. The sleeves are like really lovely in length in terms of they're not too much. I was kind of worried they were going to be a bit back wingy because I know a lot of brands are doing that at the moment with these kind of jumpers, but they're not too much, which I really like. I love the cuffs as well, that little detail, I think it's so cute. And I feel like this is one of those jumpers that I'm just going to get so much wear out of in winter because it's so nice and snuggly, really, really soft. It's not itchy in the slightest, and it's just the perfect cozy knit for winter. And I actually only picked up one thing from Zara. I forget that I only got one thing, but the reason why the bag was so big is because Alex also picked himself up a new little black hoodie. There were so many gorgeous things in the men's section. Does anyone else wish that their boyfriend would just let them dress them? Like, he listens to me sometimes, but honestly, if he just let me dress him all the time, I feel like I'd be such a good men's stylist. But anyway, Zara. Their roll necks, oh my word, they were right at the front of the store, and I wasn't planning on picking anything up for myself. We were going to head straight to the men's section, and then I saw them and was like, I'll meet you upstairs. And oh my word, I am obsessed, and I feel like so many of you guys are going to want to shop this jumper when I show it to you because it is beautiful. Oh my word, it is stunning. It's this gorgeous forest green colour. Now if you've been around here and these parts, then you'll know I'm obsessed with green, obsessed. And forest green is like my favourite colour this season, and I never thought I would be saying that. If you told me 6 months ago that I would be this obsessed with forest green and adding this many forest green items into my wardrobe, I wouldn't have believed you. I really wouldn't have. But this is just gorgeous, and they had loads of different colours. I was really tempted to pick up a couple more different colours, but I was really, really restrained because I thought, how many roll necks can one girl have in her wardrobe? But I think they had this green, I think they had like a cream, they had a red, they had a pink, they had a black. I will link down below to the roll necks if I can find them online, so obviously I'll pick this up in store. If not, I'll leave the product code for you guys so that you can search for it yourself. But I just thought this is the most stunning roll neck I think I can add into my wardrobe. It has this really gorgeous like details on the sleeves, and I was really impressed with the price actually. It was only $19.99. Maybe I should go back and get myself a couple more because these are such high quality and the kind of roll necks that I keep in my wardrobe for a really, really long time. And this green is just everything right now. I could not be more obsessed with it. And last but certainly not least is the green knit. I am obsessed with it, absolutely obsessed. Now, as I said, it definitely does have a higher roll neck than the H&M ones, but what I've just done is folded it over twice, and it means that it just comes to like the fold of my chin, so I don't have to worry about it being a bit too much, but too claustrophobic. I might even be able to fold it down a third time if I wanted to, if I really wanted to get it away from my face, but I think it looks fine as is, and I just love the fit of this. It's so soft, like one of the softest roll necks I've ever had in my life. And I really love the detail on the sleeves. I think it makes it look a lot more expensive than it is. The fact that it's 20 quid, I think it's very impressive that it's got these gold buttons on the sleeve. So I'm really, really happy with how it looks. And I just think green really is the colour of the season. It's the colour I keep reaching for, the colour I keep wanting to add into my wardrobe. And I think it looks so, so beautiful. And then just to show you my real obsession with green at the moment, honestly, I've been adding so many green items into my wardrobe. I feel like they're such easy items to add into a very neutral wardrobe to kind of bring it more into like a very wintry and autumnal vibe. It's this river coat which I'm loving. Now, I picked this up quite a while ago from the press room, and I've not been able to find it on the website since. They have a really similar one in more of like a khaki green. What I will do is I'll have another look and I will link it down below if I have been able to find this. I will have a look for you guys because so many of you guys message me and always say like, the one that you've linked isn't the exact one you're wearing. I'm like, I know, and I don't know why they haven't got it on the website yet, but I've been keeping an eye out literally so much, like weekly checking to see if it's come back in, or not come back, but if it's come online yet, because it is such a beautiful coat, and I really love the green next to like the very neutrally tones, blacks, browns, beiges. It just goes so well together. And then of course we can't forget the khakis for winter. This is another River Island number which I absolutely adore. It's a dupe of something, but I can't remember what it's a dupe of, and I didn't actually know it was when I picked it up. I just fell in love with like fit, the cut, how oversized it is. I absolutely adore it. It's actually from the River Island Studio collection, which I think is their more kind of like higher quality, a little bit higher price pointed collection, but I really like it. It's such a gorgeous, just like really cozy wintry coat. I love the fit. I did get this in an extra small just because it is so huge, so just something to note. Definitely size down this because it's massive, but I really like it. It's just got the light green lining, and I feel like khaki green is such a classic. I feel like Barbour probably started that as a classic like wintry autumnal coat because I just love the like deep khakis and olive greens for autumn winter. I think they just look so timeless, so classic, and they're the kind of thing that I just want to have in my wardrobe for every single year. And then of course, if you watched my recent online shopping and unboxing video, you would have seen this L'Atelier jumper, which I'm obsessed with. I love the like small pop of green. If you're someone that maybe wants to start adding green into your wardrobe, but maybe it's a little bit too much, I feel like this is a great jumper to start with because it's just like very subtle. You just have these little pops of green. The jumper is 90% like creamy white, but the green just adds such a cute little like trend element. I really love the styling of it. I think it's very flattering, and it's 100% cashmere, and if that's not a reason to pick it up, then I don't know what is. Now, I always get loads of questions from you guys about how I stop myself from getting makeup on my roll necks, and bearing in mind I've just tried on five roll necks, all of which I have makeup on, all of which I've managed to not get my makeup on the jumpers. This trick works, and I know it looks so stupid. It literally looks like I've got a napkin. Well, it is. I look like I've got a bib. But basically what I do is I tuck a napkin into the collar of the jumper before I put it over my face, because I know that everyone has different ways of putting it over. Like some people use their hair to stop it, but then I find if I try and use my hair, I get my eyebrows all like in the jumper, and it's just not fun, and you just don't want to get makeup all over your jumpers, especially if like you're trying them on for the first time. You don't know if you want to keep them, and you don't want to hand back a makeup covered jumper to a store, and then even if it's yours, you don't want to like have orange stains all around the collar. So I literally put on a napkin. The reason why this one is looking so creased up and orange is because I reused the same one, because I don't want to be wasteful or anything, but just get a bit like kitchen towel, bit of napkin, even a tissue, and you just tuck it in. I'll pull it out now. You tuck it in to the collar here. Just tuck it in before you put it on, and then I rest this on my chin and put it over my head when I pull the jumper on, and it stops it from getting any makeup on the collar. It is literally my best fashion hack in the world. I use it every time I put on roll necks, and I always manage to, well, every time I do use that method, I manage to not get makeup on the collar. The only time I've ever gotten makeup on collars of jumpers is when I've been lazy and haven't done that. So whenever it comes to putting on jumpers, if you're like me, you prefer to put your makeup on first, or if you're changing outfits, always use the napkin trick. and you can thank me later because it is the best trick in the book. Well, I think we have officially reached that time of year where there is no way I could pretend that this is not a long while later. Not that I ever did before, but I think you can definitely tell from the lighting. It is a long time after I last picked up the camera to show you my new in roll necks. I have just had the busiest afternoon of like meetings and admin and working on some really exciting projects, which I'm not going to tell you about just yet, but it's been a very jam-packed day, so I'm sorry that I haven't picked up the camera between then and now, but I just wanted to pick it up to tell you guys about my bras again, because I know I spoke to you about them in my like unboxing video with those L'Atelier pieces, and so many of you guys shop them, and I've had so many DMs from you guys already being like, they are the best bras in the world, and I'm like, I know, they are fab. And I feel like when it comes to roll necks, finding a good bra is so important, because there's nothing worse than, number one, being uncomfortable, and I just find for me, underwire is just so uncomfortable, but I'm not small enough to get away with just wearing like a little bralette or just wearing nothing. So I feel like finding the right bra that has like the right amount of support, the right amount of kind of coverage, is that the right word, is so important, but you still want to be really comfortable. So I will put a photo here of the bras that I'm talking about. These M&S bras are amazing. I don't know if they're supposed to be sports bras, but they're basically these kind of like slightly padded, like they've just got a little it's not like padding, but you know that just that little circle that like you find on swimming costumes and bikinis. It's got that, and then the rest of it is more just kind of like a sports bra-esque style. And honestly, guys, when I tell you the most comfortable thing in the world, they really are. They are so comfy. I've not worn anything since getting this bra, which is why I've done another order to have a few more arrive, because I can't live without them. I literally can't. I think they should be arriving tomorrow, so I'll be able to have a few more in my collection so that I don't have to keep like rotating the same one, because I know I'm gonna destroy it if I wear it and rotate it and wash it this much. So I've been adding a few more into my wardrobe. I get them in a size, is it medium or large? I can't remember. I'll leave it down below in the description box along with the link to the bras if you guys want to shop them, because they are game changing, and the amount of you that have already bought them, that have already told me that your life has changed forever, and I'm like, I know. So I want as many of you guys' lives to change forever, and I want as many of you to be really comfortable in your underwear. So on that note, and the fact that my battery is flashing on my camera, I'm going to leave this vlog here. If you got this far in the video, leave me the green heart emoji or any of your favourite green emojis down below in the description box. And if you don't have the emojis, leave me the word green down below so that I know you got this far, because we're all crashing on green at the moment. I did order a green version of that bra. They do loads of different colours, like different nude skin tone colours, black, white, brown I think I've ordered, and the green one is like my favorite one that's coming, because I just think it's so cute. And I know they're not like the sexiest bras in the world, but the fact that you can get the different colors and feel cute in the colors is what's most important. But anyway, I need to stop rambling before my battery cuts out. I hope you guys have had a lovely day. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.